Alright, folks. Today we have ourselves another computer tech news with Joel. Current tech news. Computer tech. I'm going to get this right one day. Anyway, today we have ourselves robot construction crews inspired by termites. Alright, this is already piquing my interest here. Bio-inspired climbing robots using specialized bricks show how user-requested structures can be collectively built. This is actually a tickle in my fancy with this one. Reason being, you know how fast as the normal crew builds a house? I think at least a year or so. Unless it's somehow Monster House, then it's like 5 days. I missed that show. Moving on. Who would have thought that the very same termites gnawing at our homes would be the inspiration for robots that can build new ones? I have to admit, I'm surprised. Mainly because this robotic crew can build new structures on Earth or even Mars, and without human supervision. This is, of course, according to a Harvard research team that developed a system known as TERMES. I'm going to be a ponder in this name anyways. That consists only of robots cooperating and working with each other. They don't need a foreman. This is already interesting. The researchers say that the robots are capable of independently completing construction projects and theoretically will be able to build anything. Really? Well, this makes Lego building a whole different story. Heck, they probably could help make an even better robot with the Rubik's Cube. But I digress. They can deploy to Mars to undertake construction tasks. Or in events of a natural disaster like Hurricane Katrina. They can put out sandbag barriers before the storm and help rebuild buildings when the hurricane blows by. He says as he hits the mic. Sorry. This, I'm just surprised with this one. You got these things. They don't look like much, but if you look at there, it looks like they're building a wall using these blocks. Guess it's like blocks made out of sand, stone, and Velcro. I don't know. But this is interesting. The team of computer scientists and engineers from the Harvard School of Engineering and Applied Scientists and the West Institute for Biologically Inspired Engineering and E-commerce have created an autonomous robotic construction crew that will be capable of doing and all that and more. The researchers published the results of their 4-year project in the most recent issue of Science. Okay, so basically, using math, since this has been posted in March 6 of 2014, okay, that's not as recent as I originally hoped, but oh well, what can you do? I have to check the dates more carefully. Anyway, it's the 26th, if you're wondering. That means this project started in 2010. And it took them 4 years to build this. And with the results posted in the recent issue of Science, aka probably in late February, early March, my guess. The inspiration? Real termites. Designed to mimic the behavior of termites, the robots are resilient and employ collective intelligence. In Africa, millions of tiny insects work together to build very large mounds of soil for their underground nests, facing enormous challenges over the year or so of construction. Weather conditions will erode their project and many termites will die, meaning new termites are needed to carry on for them. It's amazing. Nature is giving humans ideas of how to basically make things quicker, easier. By the way things are going, and colonizing Mars is probably a no-brainer. Probably might take about a few years, but hey, what can you do? No, by then, this is actually pretty interesting. Harvard's god dang it, TERMES. I'm calling them TERMES. That's it. Just calling them that. The TERMES robot system achieves a similar team approach. Like termites, robots can build complex three-dimensional structures without a central command or prescribed roles. With humans, they build structures that need blueprints, a plan, and a foreman to direct and supervise the site. Here in the insect colonies, like ants and termites, like what inspired this thing, they don't need a leader to instruct them. The termites rely on stigmergy, where they where they know what to do, how the other bugs are changing their environment and react without directly communicating. So basically, it's some sort of like hive mind link or something. And like they know what the other is going to do, so they of course do something else, or something other happens, and then this is actually interesting. I know I'm saying that a lot. Interesting, exciting. It just baffles me that termites actually done this. Thanks to Harvard's team's algorithms, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the Termites robots use a sort of stigmergy too, allowing very large groups of robots to act as a colony. Their research demonstrates achievable distribution artificial intelligence. We have ourselves a pretty functioning AI. We're heading close to the time where robots will soon think for themselves, and who knows, maybe emotions. But that's just the science fiction coming out. Anyway, how does this work? On a practical level, this means that whenever it's a few robots or thousands, the termites can work as a team, all using the same instructions. Using foam blocks, like the image I showed you before, the robots already can build complex structures like towers, castles, and pyramids. They carry the bricks and then climb on them to add new ones. They build staircases to reach higher levels, add bricks where they are needed. They even know how to add bricks without blocking important paths. They can move forward and backward and turn in place. Termites can pick up a brick, carry it, dispose it directly in front of itself. It can also climb up and down on a step the height of one brick. Using only 4 basic sensors and 3 actuators, they can do it all. This is exciting, in my opinion. I think we just reached ourselves that magical time where we don't need humans to do this kind of crap. We have robots to do it. So this could be good or bad, but I guess it's depending on how you see it. In addition to keeping track of their location with respect to a first or seed brick, termites can detect other bricks and robots in their immediate vicinity. They obey predetermined traffic rules and orient themselves by circling the grown structure to find the seed brick. Even if there is an unexpected structure change in the middle of construction, the termites team recovers and carries on. At this moment, I'm speechless, and there's still more. Well, anyway, this is the last bit anyways. Many alternative robot team systems rely on a central controller that can see and direct the whole process. Some systems rely on all the robots being able to constantly communicate with each other. But with these approaches, the more robots and the larger the operational space, the more difficult it is to operate the systems. In remote or dangerous environments, the problem with a central controller could bring an entire construction project to a halt. The advantages of the TERMES, he says he hits the mic again, approach is that if It is deployed to support humanitarian operations to help, like helping the Army Corps of Engineers build replacement homes. Each robot is able to act on its own. Well, I think it just ends right there at this moment. But all in all, this is a really, really no words can describe what I just read. This is just impressive. Really impressive. Robots that can build without someone controlling it. We're looking at Cyber 9 or something. Cyber 9, Terminator logic here. That robots are probably on the verge of, being like their own species or something. And this could be a good or bad or somewhere in between, but at this moment in time, this is actually pretty darn exciting. I just can't wait to see more on this, if I can find some more on the TERMES robots. But until then, I guess this wraps up things. Well, anyway, final thoughts. Where will this go? Will we soon have robotic pets with an AI to act like real ones? Or heck, robotic people? If something like this happens, I think it's possible. Probably might take a while, but it is possible. So, this ends Current Tech News. This is Joel Maurer signing out. Freaking robots, who would have thought?